1981, a first for DCI. We hold our first championship outside the U.S. It brings some logistical and financial challenges. As a result, we went to Montreal without a TV crew that year. Instead, we brought you the DCI Midwest from Whitewater, Wisconsin. Now, the year started on a triumphant note. Our hostages were finally released from Iran. It happened on the day that Ronald Reagan was inaugurated president. Just a few short months later, there would be an assassination attempt on the president's life, John Hinckley. Mr. Reagan recovered amazingly fast for a man his age. Shortly after that, an assassination attempt on the life of the Pope, unsuccessful as well. The world rejoiced with the royal wedding in England. Chuck and Di became one. Also marked a great triumph for America in 1981 in April as the space shuttle lifted off for the first ever time, and we had American astronauts in orbit again.
That's got to be great for you. Cape Canaveral was your old beat, right?
That was my beat. I was there to witness it, and I got to tell you, it was the high point of my career up to that point. It was just exciting to be there and to see it.
Yeah.
Then it was time to do drum corps again as we got ready to head north to Montreal in August. MTV debuted on the cable. We were off to a foreign land, and we froze our tails off.
I'll swear to you that it was actually snowing through the hole in the Olympic Dome. We sounded awful in there. We fixed it next year a little bit better, but it was really, really freezing. Santa Clara moves out of their seventh slot and takes over that night. It's perseverance that gets them to the top. When we see them on this DVD, they're in third behind the Madison Scouts, and they are nowhere near the level that they're going to give in Montreal. This show, however, I think has a small, soft, tiny little spot in my heart because it's at Warhawk Stadium in Whitewater, and of course I'm an alumnus of there. And I think it's the best place to see drum corps. It's intimate, it's up close and personal. I can't think of a better place to watch drum corps. I can't think of a place, part of our history, our first championships.
It all began there in '72.
You know, there's even a plaque there, a brass plaque that says that they salute us for having the largest crowd ever at Warhawk Stadium. So it's really part of our tradition, as well as them being whole and holding our tradition in their hands as well. I think that the new Blue Devil color guard is something that comes right out of nowhere. Shirley Stratton Doherty gives them a whole sleek kind of showgirl kind of dance look, and it gives them a look that matches their sound. The Cavaliers color guard, really bright and vibrant day-glow colors all over the place, thanks to Steve Brubaker. And my favorite show, I think you know.
Hail Spartacus!
You got it right. The Phantom Regiment does Spartacus and brings the whole idea of storytelling and narrative to the drum corps field. It's a little confusing for our audience at first.
Well, they handed out librettos.
They
before
really
the
did
show.
hand out librettos, but it was an amazing show. I think it's an amazing year for all of our fans to see.
I had a lot of fun with the Bridgemen that year.
Yeah,
that was a
I
fun
agree.
show. 1981, the DCI Midwest.